Good evening, guys, and welcome back to PA Street Scene. For those of you that are new here, my name is Derek. I want to welcome you to my channel. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and also that notification bell so you can keep up with my latest content. Tonight, we are back in the warehouse working on the R32 again because I need to prep some things for an event on Sunday. We're helping the Lower Paxton Police Department raise money, collect toys, and also non-perishable food items for the local community. They distribute all that over the holidays to those that are less fortunate. So it's a really great cause, and I'm super excited for it. However, I have a fun idea planned for Saturday. I'm not the first person to do it. I do believe I'm the first person to do it on an R32 though, but we'll see. In the meantime, there's something else I need to do to the car that I've been meaning to do for a while now, and tonight just seemed like a good night to create some content. So that means it's time to take off the PlastiDip. Before you guys get crazy on me, I'm not taking off the graffiti. That's actually going to stay until probably mid to late spring. I have a couple last minute shows in the late winter that I want to take it to as kind of a last hurrah. So we're not getting rid of that, but we are going to be unwrapping the wheels. Now the wheels on the R32 are the Turbomax by 1552. They originally came in silver. For those of you that follow me on my Instagram at PA Street Scene, they've been on the car since basically a couple weeks after I bought it. And they originally came in silver, but when I had the car done in the Polaris yellow, I had John at Liquid Wrap Labs. You can see them up here. Shout out for John, Liquid Wrap Labs in Mountain Joy, PA. He's awesome. But I had him do the wheels in ProLine in a black color, and I liked the way that it looked on the Polaris, but with the PlastiDip graffiti, I know that my purpose with that was to have the car look like it was tagged, and it was, but I kind of want to see if peeling the wheels back to silver gives it a bit more of a purposeful look. I feel like the black wheels just look spray bombed, and they're kind of hard to see, and they don't really show up well in pictures. So I think tonight we're going to peel them off, see how it looks, and I think the silver wheels will look really good with what I have planned on Saturday. So with that said, let's get started. Alright, so we are on the front passenger side wheel. Again, these were sprayed by Liquid Wrap Labs. So according to all the videos and all of dipyourcar.com's different literature and instructions, if you have enough coats on here, it should just peel off basically like a big piece of vinyl. They recommend between 5 and 6 coats. I believe there were about 5 coats on these wheels, but he was also spraying heavy because he was testing a new spray gun. So we'll see how it goes. It is also extraordinarily cold out. We're in the low 30s today. So I did bring a heat gun over just in case. Maybe heating it up will make it more pliable if we run into issues. Other than that, you really shouldn't need much in the way of tools to do this. It should just peel off. I also brought over my spray bottle of dip dissolver from dipyourcar.com just in case we have some leftover residue or anything, or little areas where it won't peel off. That and a microfiber towel should make quick work of that. So let's get started. First things first, I need to remove my lug bolt covers, which are just plastic. I actually have a puller tool for them, but it has gone missing. Luckily, a little precision screwdriver just will pop them right out. They're more for show than anything. If I don't break the screwdriver, that is. There you go. There's nothing really holding them in except pressure. And they just looked really good when the wheels were black. However, now that the wheels are going to be silver again, I won't really have a need for them, so I'll just hang on to them in case I ever go back to black again. So they're all out, and I think we're ready to start. Now, most of the videos I watched showed people going from the outside edge and working their way in. Let's see how it goes. We have a little edge that's actually beginning to pull up here, which is perfect. They say just to kind of pry with your fingernail to get it started. And this will actually be a pretty good indication of how the rest of the wheel is going to go once I can start peeling it.
the next day.
Alright guys, so it is now the next day. As you could see, I was having a lot of issue peeling off the PlastiDip off that wheel. I think it's a combination of the pattern of the wheel having a lot of recesses that made it probably thinner there, and also the fact that it's in the mid-30s still. So today I'm at the car wash, and I'm actually going to try out a couple of different chemicals that can be used according to the internet for stripping off PlastiDip. Let me turn you around here. The first of the three, obviously, is the tried and true dip your car dip dissolver. And then, of course, I've been told that the WD-40 works, so we're going to try that. And then other forums said that a penetrating oil would also work. So I have 3 wheels that I haven't touched yet, the back and then the 2 other sides, and then I have this front right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do WD-40 on one, dip dissolver on the other, and then the catalyst on the front, and then whichever one works best I'll use to clean up the others if they don't work as well and get that 4th wheel. So I need to tape off the car first because the calipers on this car and the body itself are both done in PlastiDip, so I don't want to mess that up. So I'm going to tape it all off, spray the chemical, leave it sit for about 5 minutes, and then give it a spray with the pressure washer. So let's get started. Okay, so first up is the tried and true dip dissolver by dipyourcar.com. This stuff is basically just orange glow kind of on steroids, and it does really well. I worked with it on the front, so it should make pretty quick work of this, but we shall see. So let's get started. You want to give it a really nice coating. Wish there was more of a... Oh, there we go. Gotta try and wait for some of this wind to come down. I apologize for the wind noise. This up is just your standard WD-40, so we'll see how that works. And you really want to saturate it because it's got to eat through all those layers. That should be good. Last but certainly not least is this PV Blaster deep penetrating catalyst. I've heard that it works really well too. It's not supposed to damage paint or anything, so let's give it a shot. Guys, so we just did all 3 wheels and the different chemicals. We're going to let it sit for about 5 minutes and then let it have its course, and then we'll hit it with the pressure washer, see if it all comes off. Hopefully they all work really well, but I have enough of each chemical left that I could do all the wheels if I needed to. And then we're going to wash the whole car with soap and water just to make sure that there's no leftover residue to kind of hurt the body or the calipers. So now we wait. Alright guys, so we just got done with all 3 wheels with varying degrees of results, none of which had 100% success, but I'm going to turn you around so you can see exactly what we're dealing with. So the front driver's side wheel is where we use the dip dissolver. It definitely lived up to its name and dissolved the product. However, it is going to need reapplication even after pressure washing. So it was a little disappointing, but I'm going to apply some of the next product probably to all 4 of the wheels because it seemed to have the best results. That of course being the WD-40. Now the WD-40 didn't dissolve it, but it released it from the wheel. So obviously there's still some spots on here that need a little attention, but for the most part it came off the cleanest, and I'm pretty happy with it considering it's just WD-40. So for the guy that suggested that in the forums, that's amazing, and it's definitely our clear winner right now. Let me take you over to look at the PB Blaster. The penetrating catalyst was probably the worst of the 3. It appeared to dissolve it and release it, but very little. I don't know if I just needed to leave it there a lot longer. Alright guys, so after round 2, the wheels are looking great. I really love the silver coloring on them. I think that it turned out really well. I wanted to give the dip dissolver a second chance because I don't think I left any of them on long enough. I feel like in this weather it's, you know, low 30s, upper 20s. The normal time requirements may not have been enough with those factors. So I wanted to go back over with the dip dissolver again a second time around. This time I let it sit for about 7 to 10 minutes. I wasn't keeping an exact count, but that seemed to do the job. Now there are some recesses in the back of the wheels and stuff that aren't perfect. I think I'll just have to do those by hand once we take the wheels off in a couple of weeks for the next project I want to do. But for now, I'm really happy with how they turned out. I actually forgot how much I liked the silver wheels on this car, and really my reason for getting rid of the black was because it kind of looked like black spray-bombed hubcaps. So with the silver, I think it really looks more like an actual wheel, and it actually looks a bit cleaner in my opinion. Yeah, the front looking nice and silver. Like I said, there's still a couple little problem areas behind the spokes, but I should be able to handle that just by doing it by hand. In the back, same thing, nice clean, but there is a little bit of black in the back. I'll probably just take that off with a scrub brush. And then of course, same story with the rear passenger side and front passenger side. Alright guys, the wheels are good to go, and before I leave you with the cinematics of the wheels, I did want to do 2 things. The first of which is welcome my new sponsor here to PA Street Scene. Company is ECS Tuning. For those of you that don't know what ECS Tuning is, they are a full provider of OEM and aftermarket parts for the platforms of Volkswagen, Audi, and BMW. Great guys, all of them are car enthusiasts, and they're really big on helping other car enthusiasts. So customer service is great, the parts are excellent. I've been running ECS parts on my R32 since I bought it. Different little things here and there, and they have all different kinds of stuff. Kits, you know, full OEM kits, full aftermarket kits for different projects. It's just a really good company, and I'm so glad to be working with them. There's going to be a link in the description below to get to their site. Right now you can get free shipping on orders of $50 or more. And they're running their $10,000 Christmas sweepstakes, where you can go to their website for free once a day, spin their slot machine 3 times, and if you win, there's chances to win, you know, $5,000, $10,000 prizes. So it's a really awesome thing to do. It runs until, I believe, January 1st, so make sure you're saving that as a link on your computer and doing it every day, because you never know when it could be your lucky day. So yeah, big shout out to ECS Tuning. I'm so glad they're coming on with the brand. And second of which, speaking of branding, make sure with the holidays coming up that if you guys like what I do and if you're a fan of the channel, I just dropped merch. I now have sweatshirts or hoodies and t-shirts in men's, women's, and children's sizes available. Link in the description. Available now from Teespring. And I'm so excited for those designs, and I plan to add things to it as we keep progressing. But with that said, have a great day, guys. Take care.